Consistency. The real secret behind success. Consistency is one of the biggest secrets behind success in many areas of life. A lot of people think success comes from one big leap or some extraordinary effort in a short moment. But in reality, success usually comes from small actions done over and over again for a long time. Unfortunately, not everyone can stay consistent. Many people start something with great enthusiasm, but then give up when they don't see results right away. But if we truly understand how important consistency is and how to build it, we can achieve things that once seemed impossible. Consistency isn't just about doing something again and again. It's also about keeping your mindset and actions aligned with your goals. Take a writer, for example. They'll never finish their book if they only write when they feel like it. But if they commit to writing just one page a day, no matter their mood, by the end of a year they'll have 365 pages. That's enough for a full novel. That's the power of consistency. A small effort done regularly will always beat a big effort done once in a while. In everyday life, we can clearly see how consistency plays a major role. A top athlete doesn't reach peak performance by training once a week. Cristiano Ronaldo, for instance, trains hard every single day, even when there's no game. He stays disciplined with his workouts, his diet, and his focus. That's why he's been able to perform at such a high level for so many years. The same goes for other fields. Successful YouTubers aren't the ones who upload randomly when they're in the mood. They're the ones who consistently create content, even when the views are low in the beginning. But let's be honest, staying consistent is not easy. One of the biggest challenges is losing motivation along the way. So many people start with high energy but lose steam after a few weeks, especially when the results don't come fast enough. They start to doubt themselves and eventually quit. This happens all the time in fitness. Someone starts out super dedicated, working out every day, eating clean, skipping junk food. But after 2 weeks with no noticeable change, they feel like it's not working. They get discouraged, slip back into old habits, and end up giving up on their goals. So, how do we overcome that? We have to understand that consistency isn't about being perfect every single day. It's about getting back on track whenever we slip. In fact, studies show that people who are building healthy habits but occasionally mess up are still way more likely to succeed than those who quit completely after one failure. So if you're trying to build consistency, just know there will be days you mess up. That's okay. What matters most is that you keep going. One of the best ways to build consistency is by starting small. Many people fail because they try to change too much too fast. Like someone who's never exercised before suddenly trying to work out for an hour every day. They might pull it off for a few days, but it's too big of a change. Eventually, they burn out and stop. But if they just started with 10 minutes a day and slowly built up, they'd have a much better chance of sticking with it long term. Another key to staying consistent is having a clear system. A lot of people fail to keep up with new habits simply because they don't have a set schedule. Like someone who wants to read more, but doesn't set aside time for it. That habit will likely fall apart. But if they say, every night before bed, I'll read for 15 minutes, it's way easier to make it part of their routine. Same with saving money. If you only save when you have extra, chances are you won't save much. But if you set aside 10% of your income automatically every month, you'll be surprised how much you've saved by the end of the year. And don't forget, your environment matters. If you're trying to live a healthy lifestyle but your friends always invite you to eat junk food or skip workouts, it's going to be tough to stay on track. That's why it's important to surround yourself with people who support your goals. If you want to be more productive, hang out with productive people. If you want to learn more, join communities that share your interests. That way, you're not just relying on motivation. You're getting energy and encouragement from the people around you, too. In the end, consistency is an art. It takes patience and commitment. There are no shortcuts to success. But if you can stay consistent, you will see big changes over time. A lot of successful people aren't necessarily more talented. They're just more consistent than everyone else. They understand that success isn't about who works the hardest once. It's about who keeps showing up every single day, even if it's just a little at a time. So if you're struggling to reach your goals, ask yourself, have I really been consistent? If not, don't worry. Consistency doesn't have to be perfect from day one. What matters most is that you keep trying, keep getting back on track, and keep moving forward. Because in the end, it's not the fastest who wins. It's the one who keeps walking that reaches the finish line.